Hello everyone, it's Jen from practicalbydefault.com, and today I want to talk to you about working and homeschooling. And I'm outside and it's super windy, so I'm trying to make sure that you guys don't get shook around too much. I'm trying a new hands-free. Alright, so oftentimes when we decide that we're going to do this working homeschooling thing, the first struggle that we have to overcome is, can we continue to homeschool while working, or can we start to homeschool while working? But I want to take a minute to talk about something else. Many people that I talk to, many moms that are working, they love their job. Really, they do. It's one of the first things they say. They say, I love my job. I love what I do. And yet, when they're talking about their job and homeschooling, I find very quickly they talk about how they wish they weren't working, how they wish they were spending more time with their kids, how they're struggling to find balance and a way to do it all. And what I want to talk about today is the impact that this is having on our children. So our children pay attention and they learn from us all the time. We all know that. Trust me, say a bad word and your kid is going to pick that up so fast it'll make your head spin. Or do something that you know you're really not supposed to, like drink from the milk carton. All of a sudden, they've got that. So they also learn from the things that we say and do about our work. And the reality is that most times our children are going to grow up, leave home, or even while still at home, and get a job. And so the way that we talk and think about our job is really going to, what's the word? Well, I guess it's going to just impact the way that they think about it. You know, are they going to want to work if mom and dad is always like, oh man, I hate my job? And it's true. There are always moments in our job that we absolutely hate. And usually if we look really, really hard, we can find a part of our job that we really like. When I was working at a job that I didn't particularly like, one of the things that I did was I would try to find one good thing about that day. One good thing that happened. So I'm going to share one of those things with you. And what I would do is I would think about those on the way home, and I would share those with my kids. I would share the things that I hated with my husband or a friend or my mom. But with my kids, I wanted them to see that it wasn't all bad. I feel like that's very important. So I'm not sure if you can see this shirt. I'm going to step up so you can see it. See, it has like a sparkle, and it has I work in fashion, can you tell? Anyways, the bottom is not even. And I was at work one day, and a coworker, we had just gotten these shirts in, and there was a really good sale, and I needed summer shirts because summer here in Canada, well, it doesn't happen for a long period. So I didn't stock up on, you know, summer shirts. So I needed one. And the point is that I had bought this shirt, but nobody else seemed to know that. And so my coworker brought me over and she's like, oh my goodness, Jen, I have to share with you this shirt. It's so ugly. And she went on and on about how she hated this shirt. And the shirt she pulled from the rack was this one, the exact same one I had just bought. And so I waited and waited, and she's going on and on about who would be, you know, foolish enough to wear this? Can you believe these are for adults? Yada, 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 yada. And so when she was done, I was like, yeah, I just bought that shirt. And she was horrified, of course, because she had realized that she had just been going on for 10 minutes, and I thought it was really funny. I mean, hey, she's allowed to have her opinion, and it's not her style, and maybe it's foolish, but I knew what I wanted it for, and I loved it. But for me, that was a really funny moment of the day. So I took that home, and I'm like, guys, you will never believe what happened. You know that new shirt I bought? Yada, yada. And so we laughed and we talked about it, but the kids also learned a lesson that I hadn't planned because they're kids. My son said, well, that just goes to show that we should really think about things before we say them, because we don't know how other people are going to feel. And I thought that was a great point, a great life lesson that I hadn't planned. But the benefit of sharing those good things is that it reminds us that there is usually some good to be found in our jobs. But it also reminds us that our kids are listening and they are learning. So we want to be careful not to always be like, oh, I hate my job and it's the worst thing ever. And if you do hate your job, are there things that you can do about it to make it a little bit easier for you? Because going to work every day to a job that you absolutely hate is horrible. You probably know that. I definitely know that I've been there. So if we can find a way to maybe make that a little bit easier on us, then that's really good. So the benefits of us being positive about our job really helps our children, because someday we hope that they're going to get a job, or maybe start their own business, or do whatever, wherever their dreams take them. And so we want to be careful not to be negative all the time. So my question for you guys today is, if you love your job, tell us about it in the comments. I would love to know what you do, what you like about it. Share as little or as much as you like. And if you hate it, what good thing can you say about it to your kids? All right, I'm gonna go inside because the wind is really windy. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.